I welcome everybody. I'm Simply Seton, and our topic today says think big. And we have a special guest in person of Madam Eunice that will be taking us on the talk and interview session. So sit back, get yourself prepared, get your pads, get your notes, get your Google documents, whatever you may want to use to get your nuggets, because lots of nuggets will be coming out today. Welcome, everybody. All right, let's meet our special guest this evening, Mrs. Aigbedion Eunice. Eunice holds an HND in Industrial Safety and Environmental Technology from Petroleum Training Institute, Ephraim, Delta State, Nigeria. She is co-CEO of Logitech Computers, a subsidiary of Logitech Systems, a leading ICT firm in Delta State. An entrepreneur and a public health advocate who has accomplished a lot under a mentorship of the great CIG team. She is the CEO and chief servant of the ACES Dunamis Group. Currently, a Diamond 5 leader with LONGRICH Bioscience International, leading a team of over 1,200 members across Nigeria and Republic of Benin. A multiple trip awardee, a car awardee, and also has birthed so many great leaders in her team. Aigbedion Eunice hails from Abome Zoo of Republic of Benin. She's a dual citizen of Nigeria and Republic of Benin. She's happily married with 4 amazing children. Join me as I make a welcome to our special guest this evening in person of Mrs. Eunice Aigbedion. You are welcome, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, CIG. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am. Good to have you. I know some of you are really, really busy, and it could be difficult to get you here. So we actually want to have the best from you this evening. So for like 10 minutes, can you just take us on Think Big? Thank you, ma'am.
Think big. Wow. It is a great honor to be here and appreciate every CIG member or the leader that gave me this opportunity to speak on this magnetic topic. Think big. Wow. I will start by using the words of the famous writer, Ben Carson, to define think big. I want to use the acronym you use in defining think big. The T stands for talent. That means every one of us has talent. Every one of us, as God created us, we have talent. It's for you to discover that talent. Then he said I. H stands for honesty. So anything you are doing, you have to be honest in doing it. If you have to think big, you have to be honest in doing everything that you are doing. Then I stand for insight, which means you have to listen to insight. That means people that have passed through where you are dreaming, thinking to go. You have to listen to them and follow them because they have passed through that road. So you need the insight of where you are imagining, you are visualizing to go to. Then the N stands for nice. So in the course of doing your thing that you are doing, the dream that you have to be nice to people you come across to. You have to be nice in dealing your business. You have to be nice in realizing that's your future that you are creating. Then the K stands for knowledge. Knowledge means that you have to seek knowledge, acquire knowledge, know about what you are dreaming of, know about where you want to go to, know more about everything that you want to achieve, that you dream of. Then the B in the big stands for books. So many people have think about probably what you are doing. They've written their success story into book. So if you want to get that big vision, you need to get those books and read about them, get knowledge. That book is very invaluable resources in achieving that your great success. Then the I inside that big is in-depth learning, not just cramming a process like you are going to school, you have exam, SOS 1-1, you sit down, you cram it just for that exam to pass. No, if you want to be great, you learn deep, in depth, you learn the process, you learn the step about becoming big, becoming great success. You learn it. That is what the I stand for. Then the last, Ben said, everything you are, everything about you, you give it to God. That is the G inside the big. So at this point, I will say not just giving everything to God, not just thinking, not just honesty, not just acquiring knowledge, but every great people, they visualize their big dreams and they begin to practice it. They overlook every circumstance around them. They think big above whatever that is coming your way. You think outside that box. Then you look ahead, like bringing down to this our Longrich business. The day you join Longrich as pre-diamond, begin to imagine yourself as star director 5. Then you begin to think big. Tomorrow I'm a star director 5. Then you begin to learn about the process of becoming that star director 5. You think, you visualize a very mighty dream that is even bigger, taller than you, so that you put yourself to work. You stress yourself. Thinking big gives you the courage to achieve great things. Thinking big, it has a magic, a force, a driving force that pull you towards success. It's the inside that is, it propel you to achieve a great thing. So if at all I have to think, according to Trump, if at all I have to think, I rather think big and achieve great success than thinking at all. So we should not let the circumstances around us or the people around us that will give us a minor thought, laughter, or discriminators bring that envelope our thinking to be small, not to achieve our great thing, because God has given us everything that we need. Actually, we need in this life to become big, to become great. So there's nothing wrong if I join the business. I begin to think like our SD3. I begin to think like Seton. I begin to think like Madame Gloria, that I want to be anchoring. I want to be doing this. I want to be doing big. Then you will see yourself doing great things around you and realizing big success around you. Thank you very much.
Wow, that was really, really, really great. Thank you so much, ma'am. You were just spot on for that. And it's actually, I was like, the way you started, with the time be enough for you, and you cover that in the space of very, very short time. Thank you so much for doing that for us. Thank you so much. It's been a really, really, really great to just have you here. We've read your profile. We saw some of the precedents you have and the areas you've gone through and all that. But can you still tell us a bit more about yourself, the likes, maybe your hobbies and some of the things you do, what is keeping the smile and all that? Tell us a bit more about yourself. Well, thank you.
Eunice is just a simple person. I hail from Benin Republic, as it was read in my profile. I'm paternally from Benin Republic for Dahomey. I did my primary and secondary school over there. Then before moving to Nigeria in my maternal home. Nigeria is my maternal home, precisely in Delta State here. So then for my higher institution, first go through learning of English. I forgot to say at the beginning, I plead with everyone to just take my tuition because I'm not an English person. Sometimes I may not pronounce the words correctly, but we just take it like that.
You are doing fantastically great.
So I
You
have
are
to go
doing,
through the learning of speaking
yeah.
and writing English before continuing my higher institution in Nigeria here. So I graduated for PTI as a HND holder, practice my profession for a very short time with Dume's construction company. Got married to Mr. Jumbo Aigbedion in where I joined him in his business, where I become CEO with one part of the business, which is IT, before joining Longrich. I have 4 amazing kids that are my partner, my fans.
and your engineers.
Yeah, my engineers, my little engineers at home.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. Now, what year did you join network marketing? You talk about the business you are doing now and later before joining Longrich. So if Longrich is not your first network marketing, which year did you join? And those experience, maybe if you have joined anyone before, we didn't know, you can just tell us. You may not need to mention their name. What were your experiences like in the former network before joining Longrich Bioscience?
When I joined 2017, the early of 2017 in Nigeria here, and it wasn't funny at all. I did it with all my strength because I'm that type of person that always wants something. I want to be financially free, even from my small age. I started doing little buying and selling those days in college. So I always want my own money, as if this is my own. And so I always accept this opportunity that comes my way. But this very one was not funny, to the point that I was banned of mentioning anything that has to do with referring in the house by my husband. Almost branch where I have to run, hide away from people that I refer.
Imagine.
Because they initially told us that it's going to be white. Then at the end of the day, we see that it was red. All money gone, all savings gone. Then my husband has to start paying debt that he never knew about it. So because of that, I was banned that he doesn't want to hear anything marketing in his house. Or I pack my load and go to Benin Republic. It was that serious anyway. It was that serious.
Wow. Wow. We can imagine the frustration. So some of us fell into that, and we saw a lot of things that people do, and that was why the 3 years I can remember one of the things he said that he situated his office is situated in Ojo-Elegba in the suburb of Lagos, and they said this is a premium business. You ought to go to like VI, Ikoyi, the likes, and get the notes. I said, no, that is going to build from here. And because network marketing has been bastardized in Nigeria, so people don't want to hear about it.
That's all.
So I can imagine the frustration your husband had, and we can always tell the story. So what year did you join Longrich Bioscience, and what has your experience been?
Wow, it is wow, and it's still been wow. Yeah, we say Longrich has been a blessing to me. I joined Longrich 2018, early 2018, and it has been good since then. Since then, it has been good. And I didn't join openly. You know, I remember I've been banned of doing network marketing. So I have to hide and join.
Some of the secret disciples.
I had to hide and join. Then I started doing it little by little. Then when I see that the thing is actually, it's not like other, whatever you have put is like, I just see it after meeting my success, my upline, the person that introduced me to it. It was actually to solve a problem, actually. And when the problem was solved, I could not just contain the joy, but break it open to the house. That is how I joined it.
Everybody come and see. This is real. It's not like that one. But Gloria.
Oh my God. This is so wonderful, ma'am Aigbedion, Eunice. So you said a number of things that just makes me think, because I know we come here every week. We talk about, the same things. And you said one thing, that part of the reasons you joined Longbridge is that as a child, you've always wanted to have your own thing, like, this is my own money. They say ours is ours, but this one is my own, mine is mine. So I think that's very great, because a lot of people, a lot of partners, and a lot of people, they want to have something for themselves. And that's probably why every week when we interview people here, we always hear, I have done this number of network marketing, I did this, I did that, it didn't work. But because Nigerians are people in general, people who like to have their own, people who like to, they will try everything. I mean, if we sit down and be waiting for Mr. Somebody to pay you money every month, that is a recipe for disaster. Exactly. So because people want dreamers, people are dreaming to have some things for themselves, like you did, is why you've been trying network marketing. And another thing you said, which I know is going to help a lot of our female partners in the house, was you said something is that after all of those ones have failed or banned you, never to join. But you know what? As a wise woman that you are, you said, I will join and beg for forgiveness later. You know how how we say, let me take permission first. Let me ask Oga. That is all good and dandy, but sometimes it's always good to do, and then you can always beg for forgiveness later. And in your case, it turned out really good. Yeah. In your own case, it turned out really, really good. So
very good.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you. So joined Longbridge in 2018, you have done awesomely good for yourself, ma'am. So we really, you were a total embodiment of thinking big, because if you were not who you are, learning a language, learning English to come up here to talk to us, and you're telling us that we should pardon your English. No, we should be asking you to please teach us what you know. So again, thank you very much. So can you share with us quickly your favorite 5 products in Longbridge? Your favorite 5 products, and if you've had any experiences with them or testimonies that you want to share, please share with our partners. Share with us. Okay. Thank you.
My number 1 Longbridge product is the sanitary pad. That was the product that took me into Longbridge. The pad, growing up and starting my menstrual cycle, has always been an issue. That is menstrual cramp, waist pain from my childhood. Then I've been battling with that. I was told that maybe when I give birth, it will stop, and it never stopped, keep on increasing. So this fateful day when I went to drop my kids at school, thanks to Mrs. Boyo, that is my direct upline, walked to me, Mother Eunice, what's wrong? Because that morning, she didn't see the normal smile on my face. Mother Eunice, what's wrong? I'd explained my ordeal, and she said, okay, that she has something to give me. Then she gave me heavy flow and asked me to use it. But fortunately and unfortunately for me that day, the pain increased like times 10 of what I was feeling. As soon as I put on the pad, it was like a heavy stone pulling out of me, and everywhere was pain. So I called her and you know now, as Warri babe, my Mrs. Boyle, you know well at all. You don't just try for me at all. He said, but Eunice, waiting happen. I said, in fact, if you just tell me, say you won't come on my room now. You know, that kind of thing. So she said, no, don't remove it, oh. Put it on. Just bear the pain for today. Then that was what happened. Then after that day, that was the end of that menstrual cramp. Then she asked me, she told me that at the end of the cycle, I should continue with panty liner. So I got the panty liner for her. I continue. Then the following month was my testimony. Then she now connects me to my very boss, my trainer, my mentor, Emmanuel Iduru Jr., which came to he came to my office and told me everything about Longrich. I became much interested because I've seen the result. I saw the testimony before even joining it. So there's nothing like I'm doubting it, that whether is it going to work or it's not going to work. That doubt is no longer there. I'm already seeing the testimony of it. Until now, there's nothing like menstrual cramp. So I just make it my duty to take this Longrich path to everywhere in Delta State and in Benin Republic. And I've done that. Well, God help me, I've done that, and I'm still doing that. And I know that I will do more, saving the life of young people through this
awesome.
menstrual path, this path.
Okay.
And my second, another of my product is berry oil. Everybody in my house, we know berry oil. We use berry oil a lot. I have testimony about berry oil also. I've used it. If you check my first trip award, you will see me wearing lens. I was putting on the lens, but after using berry oil for some time, as you can see now, I'm not using lens. I've not used lens for the past 2 years.
That's awesome.
Yes, I've not used lens for the past 2 years. Then another of my product is the mouth freshener. I also have testimony. In fact, if I have testimony about all the products, in fact. Mouth freshener is one of my nice products. Roll-on. I can't do without my coffee. I have my coffee with me. I don't do without it. Yeah. Always with my coffee. I always with my toothpaste. In fact, I can go on and on and on about the product. I've used all the products. And the soap, since I joined Longrich, we have been using the soap. And it has been good and nice for everyone in the home.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you very much. I know I skipped on asking you something. I know you talked about you joining Longrich in 2018, but I wanted to ask you, I know you mentioned again that because you have seen the evidence, you have seen the testimony, so you were kind of convinced that Longrich was a great platform for you. But could you just share with us what was the reason, what prompted you to decide, after all you had tried all the other waters of network marketing, what was the one big reason that made you decide, you know what, let me do this, even though my husband says no more?
Okay. The evidence of using that Longrich path give me the great assurance, the conviction that this platform is not going to be like the other ones that I've tried before. That is one. Another of my big reason of joining Longrich is that it gives you that liberty to aspire, as in not only looking for money, not only the financial freedom. It gives you that, how do I put it now? As
to grow yourself.
To grow yourself,
Okay.
because I've learned a lot. I've known a lot of things doing Longrich. So that is another thing that I see aspire me to do more. But the very first day Emmanuel Iduru come to my office, I like asking questions a lot. If he comes in the morning, I head him down. I will go and attend to customer, to client, and I will come back. Emma, wait, I'm coming. I will ask and ask. Me now I'm calling. I'm calling. I wanted to know, or in fact, I wanted to know all, because I'm that hungry for knowledge. I want to know everything, so that I'll start going out and telling people about it. So that is it.
That's awesome. That's actually a recipe for very, very successful leaders. The hunger, the hunger to know more. So thank you for sharing that with us. So yeah, especially personal growth is big. Doesn't matter what you've done before. I personally, I have been involved in a whole lot of stuff, and network marketing, especially because I've always been like you, wanted to have something for myself. But Longrich gives you that opportunity to, I mean, beyond everything else, for self-growth. So we really thank you for that. Sitan, you want to take over?
Thank you so much. Well, please, everybody just be patient, because there are lots of nuggets coming out from here, and you can only get more of this when you go back to rewatch. This will be uploaded on our YouTube page. So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube, it's Longrich CIG on YouTube. Click on the subscribe button and notification so that you get notified when we upload. Thank you so much, man. You seem to appear very positive about this platform. Everything has been going on where we can see the smile and everything. Since everything has been so rosy, no problem, nothing.
Wow.
Were there any challenges you have actually experienced?
A lot.
Do you have anyone you are going through now? Then how did you come out of it?
A lot.
Please encourage us. Tell us some.
A lot of challenges. In life, anybody that will come to you and say, or anything that you see, that they tell you that you are not going to encounter any challenges, I advise that person to run away. They are not telling you the truth. They are not telling you the truth. So every business, everything has its own challenge. It's the ability of you to manage the situation and overcome it that makes you a great person. So joining Longrich at the beginning was rosy, because Emmanuel is always with me. If I need any question, I need to ask anything, he's always there with me. But towards the mid, then I was Damo 2. I've registered my case. Then I've not registered my husband then, but I've registered my case that I was doing it little by little. Ima has to go to Jalingo. Then before then, we used to go out anywhere we want to go. I must be there, because Warri is a very difficult place for the business to grow. Very, very difficult place where we are. It's a hard terrain. There is a particular team has kind of taken over the ground than every other person. If you mention, you said you are from CIG, they'll be wondering, who is CIG? What have they achieved? No, if you are doing Longrich in Warri, you must be in so team. I don't want to measure the team here. Then it's kind of leprosy that is that, as in go CIG, things like that. The rejection was just too much. So I asked myself, why should we be rejected when we are preaching the same thing? Then I told myself that, Eunice, you have never, when you mean something, you do it. So I will do it, and I will prove it to Warri that I too can stand in Warri and have a team in Warri. So that alone, that courage, yes, that courage alone, that thinking alone gives me the thing. Then Imam come to me one morning and said he wants to go to Jalingo and go and build his team. I was devastated. Who will be my partner? Everyone that we started with fall apart. They all see it as a big task and they all left us. So I was remaining with Imam alone. So who do I go with now if I want to go out? We've already set up somewhere in a stocking center where we invite our prospects and talk to them. Then Imam told me, Madam Eunice, I'm going, but don't let this vision die. You have to continue with the presentation. Diamond 2. And the only thing I do when we go to presentation is to talk about PAD, because PAD is my anchor in the business. But now that Ima is going, I have to talk about company profile. I have to talk about the products. I have to do everything myself. My very first challenge was presenting in the stockist center. I talked to my husband and said, look, oh, now I want to go and do presentation. He said, hey, how did you defend your project in PTI? Use it the same way now. If you can defend your project, then you can defend this thing. So he encouraged me. So he said, hey, before you start, tell them that you are not an English speaking person. So that in case you match lines speaking your English, they will not laugh at you. So that was how I conquered that fear. So the presentation was wow. And since then, I picked up the courage of presenting alone. We talk on phone, that I started like that. Then my biggest challenge was lack of product. That was towards 2019 when I became a stockist. I thought that becoming a stockist, everything will become rosy. Bonus will be coming. Then big money will be coming. Then poof, Eunice is not financially free. Je vais devenir un millionnaire par nuit. That was what I thought. Oh. I never knew that becoming a stockist is not even the main thing. It's just 1% out of 10. So everything went down. No bonus, because I was thinking that becoming a stockist would be giving me more money. I was not building the team like the way I used to do before. Then suddenly this lack of product now came. So I have to call our SD. I was lamenting, seriously. I was discouraged. In fact, I was devastated. So he encouraged me and advised me to go back to the board and build my team. That money in Longrich only comes from building. So I have to take instruction. I have to obey my leader, then do what he asked me to do. I go back. I started. Then Ima has come back from Jalingo, then traveled to go and do his internship. Every night we talk on WhatsApp. He will give me homework. So one thing I learned from being a success line to Emmanuel Jr. is that leadership is not by age. No, leadership is getting knowledge for whosoever that is ahead of you in whatever you are 100%.
Doing. Yep.
Yes. Undermine the age. You have to respect that person that you are getting knowledge from and take to instruction. That is exactly what I did. I will call Ima. If Ima tell Madam Eunice, tomorrow you will go to Urobo College, go and prospect, go and talk to 2-3 people. Then take picture and send to me. We are still fighting over Facebook. I'm not that good with Facebook. Madam Eunice, you did not send me Facebook. You did not send me picture. You must post. You have to post today. Things like that. Then I will do it. That is how I started building the team. And before you know, I'm become Damo4. And before you know, money started coming little by little. Then 2020, when he returned from his internship, we started doing things together again, little by little, before he finally relocated to Port Harcourt. So that was my great challenge, yes. Then now I can boldly say that I have a team, then I'm building it little by little.
Wow, wow. This is so inspiring. And one thing I long for and I pray to God is that meeting great minds like this, I know I type anointing a lot. And what you have actually said today, it actually shows your sincerity, your openness for growth. And I can't just fathom the way the relationship was, that even the distance setting, but the communication was still intact.
Yes.
Please, in the chat box, I'm not going to unmute anybody now. In the chat box, please love over Ima Eduru Jr. for me, please. He is someone that has actually made CIG so proud. And I know the uncle is actually, in fact, I don't know, he's lost of words. I can see that yesterday, even as the Manuela Eduru was saying a lot of things. Please love over Ima Eduru Jr. in the chat. And why this is to encourage him to do more. He has a very long way ahead of him. We all have. So it's just for us to learn about this. Thank you so much, Ma. And for those that may be thinking that why do we bring people to just interview and all that, I've been saying this for some time, is to encourage some of us, see their life, see how they have gone through this and how they came out of it so that we can learn and move ahead. Thank you so much, Ma. Boss Gloria.
Thank you very much. And again, on that note, I'll also say part of the reason why this interview is so necessary every week is that we see that these are people, real life people with different, with real life situations, different circumstances, different life experiences. So, I mean, we are bound to have one or two people that we will relate to. So this is why this interview every week, if we honestly pay attention to it, it's for our own good and it's going to help build our business. So we've seen all the challenges that you went through as as a young partner in a business. Your upline, first of all, he's way younger than you, but you were obedient. You listened to him, whatever he says, and then after he left you and went away, with all the other issues, that you had in Warri, about, people, some people are asserting themselves as the owners of the business in that place. You did not quit. So what advice would you give partners who are struggling in the business, who might say, oh, I can't speak very good, good English, I'm not very educated, or my partner or my upline is not here with me, or I don't know how to navigate Facebook. What experience, or better yet, what advice would you give struggling partners? Thank you.
Thank you very much. What I will have to tell them is that as you make up your mind to do something, get ready for whatever that will come. Just find a big cotton wood and close your ear. Then only look at the direction that you are going. Cool. I don't mean that you should find something to close your door. Just put deaf ear to where you are going. Then deaf ear to side talk. Don't listen to anybody around. Because I can remember that time that I was facing that challenge of no product. I got a lot of offer from here and there, from people that have fall out of the business, and that there's product here, or there's product here, why not switch to this place? Then I remember one thing that my father used to told us when we small. If you want to urinate and you want the urine to foam one place, then point at a particular place and urinate at that place. Then you will see it foam. It's a parable. We used to say it in my dialect. There's no need for me saying it. I'm just explaining it. If you want to urinate, face one place.
You can say it in your dialect. It doesn't matter. We have your speaking people. What is that?
So it will form. So that was what I was doing. You focus on your dream and work towards it for it to actualize. Focus on your dream. That is what I would tell them. And take to instruction. Our NZ used to tell us, follow your leaders foolishly. Anything they ask you to do, do. If they are truly your leaders, they've passed through that route that you are on now. They've gotten ahead of you. They've seen some challenges. They've faced it. They will tell you how to do it so that yours will not be as hard as their own. That is how it is. That's what I used to tell my team that are coming up now. I was in Aigbedion yesterday. I was telling them. I said, everything is not easy. Oh. Those days, you will not see any leader that will talk to you. But here I am. Bishop West is here talking to you people. So you people are very privileged. So just do the needful and you will see success falling. So follow your leaders. Open yourself for learning and accept every counsel your leader gives to you. That's what I have to tell them. Thank you.
Bositon, I didn't ask about, thank you, ma'am. I didn't ask about what she's eternally grateful for. What are you mostly grateful for since you've joined this platform? What would you be like, I'm so grateful? What would you say it is?
Grateful I'm so grateful to God Almighty for directing Mrs. Boyo to me that morning to connect me to Longrich. I'm grateful to that. It was a great opportunity that comes my way that morning. And I'm grateful to all my team members. It's been awesome. And the good head that I gotten through this platform. And many lives, women, ladies, children that I've touched through this opportunity. I'm grateful. And the money that is coming to, and most especially, I'm grateful for the support that my husband give me every day in this business, the encouragement, both financially support. Whenever I have to go out, he's there to look at the kids, to make sure that I succeed in this business, since he come to know that it's something that is good for the family. So I'm grateful for that. Longrich has really impacted in me. It has made me to know more people, to have new friends, new family in Longrich. In fact, I don't used to call SD. I used to call him uncle. He's my uncle, because I can come to him anytime and talk to him as my uncle, and he always answer me. So I'm grateful for that.
That's very good.
We
Thank
are
you
part
very
of the
much.
family too now.
Yeah.
We are an amazing family.
You have added me too now. So I know, in fact,
Yes,
we have a very connection that is close to that place. So that one is settled now. And that is one thing this platform can give to you. You will meet great minds. I keep saying this because that is the reality. That is the reality. It's actually stunning hearing all this from you. And we can go on and on. We have stories to tell. You were not doing public speaking before you became the trainer and all that, just because you want to get people to a better life. You understand? And thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. But one last thing, I want you to just kind of mix, because I asked earlier if we have this fresh speaking here. So I want to give you on the last note, those that are still contemplating or having a biased mind or skeptic mind whether to come on this platform, those that could be prospects that are yet to sign up, what would be your advice for them? So I want you to mix it with English and in French.
People that are yet to come on board.
Yes.
Okay. I will tell them that they should not waste time. Longrich is an amazing opportunity, touching life, and we'll still continue to touch life till the end. So I tell them to quickly come on board to begin to experience the amazing thing that you are seeing here. Not only the money, l'amitié, la libération financière est là, la santé est là, le développement mental est là. So il y a tout dans Longrich, il y a tout. Il y a tout ce que tu cherches dehors là-bas. Si tu es là, tu cherches partout l'argent, je pense que la meilleure entreprise que tu vas choisir pour avoir tout, c'est Longrich. So it's Longrich that will give you that thing that you are looking for if you really put your mind to do it. So there is nothing like it's not working. It's working. I've tested. I've seen it. It's working. Donc je suis ici. Ça va, ça marche. Longrich marche. Donc il faut tenter et tu vas voir que ça marche réellement. Ça marche. Merci beaucoup.
Merci, Madam May. It's been so, oh God, I wish we could just continue because I've got some other things popping up in my head, but because of our time, we can't just put every other thing today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to do something. We know we make a whole lot of noise in CIG because if you don't make noise about your business, you will not sell. So I will unmute everybody. Just say whatever you want to say to her before I call top leaders or anybody to appreciate our guest this night. So please just go ahead and speak.
Wow, God bless you. God bless
Eunice,
you.
my mentor. Thank you very much. I really
Better future.
Busy session. You can see my
Better future.
Eunice, thank you very much. I'm married. I'm alive.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
More grace, you're able, Mama.
My mentor, my amiable leader, my Warri landlady, Benin landlady.
Wow. I know if it were to be a physical meeting and not online like this, we know what the expression of people could be. And we think for those that have been supporting, we saw the pictures of the seminar Bishop came for and all that. These are people that are too passionate, not just so passionate, now they are getting too passionate about this because people need to grow. Thank you so much, ma'am. So I will need 2-3 leaders to raise their hand so that I'll be able to unmute you and ask you to appreciate our guests. One, can you come on camera, sir? You can see Bishop is still on the road. Go ahead, boss.
All right, good morning, everybody. And good morning, everybody. And thank
Good
you
morning,
for this.
boss. We can hear you.
Mrs. Eunice. Mrs. Eunice.
Yeah.
The blessings when God don't package ready for you. If they do press up, it will be too massive. Too massive.
Amen.
Thank you so much. You know, one of the reasons why I love you so much and why I love to work with you is you make working with you so easy. And I'm saying this so that others can know that now leader, when he make himself available and easy to work with, then they get easy results. Even when I told you within the shortest possible time that I'm storming Delta State, you said, let's do something. I love that. I had to change my program quickly and we had to do something in Agbaro. It was awesome. I came to from Agbaro, I came back to Saple that night. I went back to Warri by 9 p.m. I slept in Warri, came back to Saple, and I'll be ready to Benin tomorrow. Now, thank you, because you always stand for your team members. You always represent the team. You represent the company well, and you represent the team. And so when you do this, it becomes easy for people to be able to direct people to you to say, meet this person. She's a very neutral and positive person to assess and liaise with. Thank you. God bless you. Your session tonight blew the roof. I had somebody that I carried in the car. I didn't want to tell the person that I'm having a meeting. I just allowed the person to listen, and the person had just made up her mind to sign up by just being in the car. Thank you for making the work easy for us. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, boss. Thank you so much. All right, I'll be calling on Gary Paul. You can come on camera and see he's also driving.
Yes, Mrs. Eunice, you are such an inspiration. The first thing that everyone has to do before we can do anything at all is to believe we can do it. So the whole idea of thinking big or thinking you can achieve anything, unless you do that, you're not going to achieve anything at all. And you've overcome adversity within, inside and outside of your household in order to do this business. You've overcome the feelings of being victimized by other businesses, and despite that, you've shown to us just how much you think big. We really appreciate you. I think this session was fantastic. You are amazing. Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gary. All right, okay, go ahead, Barrister. Should we even be calling you Barrister now, because you have made your law hustle to be the side hustle now? Longrich has become your main hustle.
Yeah. Wow. Good evening, everybody. I am very, very glad to be on this today. You know, when I go to CAC to do business registration, they call me that Longrich barrister. No show. So we are proud of it. Now, I want to first of all appreciate Madam Eunice today for pouring out her heart to us, for us to learn from her experience and to learn from what she has gone through. And there's something I actually want to commend her for that many people actually lack in this business. Yeah, it is very few team members that can humble themselves and learn from someone who is younger than them. Trust me, Madam Eunice, as I know to you is nothing because you're naturally a humble person. I've met you at 3 or 4 times, and the times I've met you, you always exude humility and you're passionate to the core about this business. But the humility you showed, especially when you had an upline who was younger than you, and you knew that for you to become successful in this thing, you needed to learn from this person, and you humbled yourself and learned, and you're still learning. It speaks a lot about your person that you can go all out and get something for yourself. And it is also a lesson to a lot of us, who, especially why those coming into the business. Please, there are sometimes you have leaders who are younger than you. To humble yourself and learn. There is nothing pride can do for you. Emmanuel Duri is also somebody I'm actually older than. I'm going to ask him. He's like my lecturer. I call him every now and then, even though it's not my direct upline, because I want to learn. And the better we learn. These are people who they say follow who know road. So no matter what you look at, it's not by age or by tribe or whatever. Once you know that someone has the source of what you're looking for, and you know that the more you get closer to the person, the more you apply what he teaches you, you succeed, then you keep on doing it. So pride does not pay anybody anything at all. So I want to celebrate you, Madam Eunice. Thank you for your story. And also thank you for not giving up when you went to Jalingo. So many people, when their upline lives there for 1 month, they start crying, he abandoned me, and they will blame their upline, but you never blamed anybody. You picked your business yourself. And to me, he's living for Jalingo then is actually a blessing in disguise, because that is when you actually started doing the business and doing it yourself. And that is why you're where you are today. God bless you, ma. We are very grateful hearing from you today.
Thank you so much, Barrister. Longrich Barrister. Thank you so much. All right. There is someone I will want to call before I call the final person. So 1 second to comment. Dr. Felicia Ikolo, please.
Oh, I'm so sorry for the breaking transmission. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, my leader.
Good morning, ma'am.
And good morning to those who are joining us for the first time. It was an amazing session. Our leader, Mrs. Eunice, thank you for a wonderful presentation. My fellow Warri partner, although we've never met in Warri, but hopefully when I visit Warri, I will see you in person, face to face, hopefully. Yeah, so thank you for an amazing session. It was mind-blowing. Yeah, thank you. The testimonies you gave, you know, are also very familiar to many of us in the platform. They are not strange because we know what our products can do. We know the benefits we have in our products, but you brought out the testimony in a way that is really amazing. Thank you very much. And thank you for being the wonderful person that you are, from what I've been hearing from different partners, including, I have family in Warri there, and one of them has met you, and she has testified about the amazing person that you are. So thank you so much. Thanks a million. And thank you, Leader Seton and Leader Gloria, for being amazing anchors. Thank you, everyone. Bye now.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you so much. Wow. Now, I will give Ima Eduru Jr. Is he back here? Oh, no. I wanted him as a leader to speak last. You, just like Bishop said, you made prospecting easy for us. Thank you for this. I know that each time we rewatch this, we'll get so much nuggets. Thank you so much. We can always wish you well in your business. Thank you so much. Boss Gloria.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure being called upon. Mrs. Eunice happens to be that one leader. She accepted me the way I was. I don't know what made her believe, but she did. And today, her success story is mind-blowing. A lead for, but I'm proud of her. Well done, Mrs. Eunice. Well done. Looking forward to having you back here to tell us more. Celebrating your car fund was my biggest dream, and here we are this year. And we are going to celebrate more together. Congratulations, my leader. Congratulations, my leader. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much for being a good leader to her and some other people, many others, not just some other people, because we've seen that precedence over and over again. At times there will be some things the S3SG will be saying, a man's head is hot now. Just let us do that. And that's we could see that. Boss Gloria.
Yeah, thank you very much. I can only say thank you, Ma'am Eunice, for this, for gracing us with your presence for this interview. Because a lot of times, as they want them to come, they're like, no, I don't want to come. You know, but really thank you for coming and sharing with us and letting us know and believe that nothing is impossible. If you can think about it, if you can conceive it and you work for it, nothing is impossible. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, Mrs. Imutinyan Aigbedion Eunice. Thank you so much. We hope that whenever we knock on your door once again, you will open for us. Thank you. Thank you. Bringing the priest of CIG. And I want us to do something before it comes up. Now, each time we have a session like this, you see the topic being given, and these are inspirational topic. The guests don't know the topic before they consent to come on the show, and we see that the topic goes along with their story. And this is a man that has been doing this for us. So I will unmute everybody again to bring in our 3SD to give us a closing remark today. And we'll do it with a whole lot of shouts. Boss, we are waiting for your video. So I can put you on spotlight. All right. Please, let's make a rousing welcome to our chief servants of CIG.
Okay, thank you very much. And even though I was tired, I didn't want Eunice to stop. You know, it's like there is a whole lot to get from her. She said it as if she is not really familiar with the Longrich activities. And by the time we got to the middle, we were completely stunned with what she was doing. I would say the nuggets I was dropping as much as I can drop out there in the chat box. The advice she gave, the challenges and how she overcame, I was just laughing. You know, she went to tell the husband, Ima has left, and I only know how to talk about the part. What happens to the profile and all this stuff? And the husband gave a fantastic answer. You know, the husband is also the coach and also another mentor behind the scene. He said, how did you defend your project in school? Okay, use that same procedure, and that was fantastic. I hope somebody is learning something as we are talking, because I like learning from people. What I am learning from every speaker that comes in here, Sunday out, Sunday in, I tell you, It is like an encyclopedia that is preparing another book. It's wonderful. That is why we are putting them, we were not really bothered about the recordings before, but we started putting them in YouTube so that it can be permanent and you can access them anytime, any day. Even though you want to, when you want to laugh, when you want to be serious, when you want to remember people's story, just go in there and start hearing how they made it, how they overcame challenges, how they started. In fact, she did wonderfully well. And in all fairness, Eunice has stamped her feet on the ground, and we will make her proud come October, God keep us alive. Why? Because she's been able to prove them wrong. I could imagine when I was being called by the leaders in Warri, not CIG, that they need my team members to be part of the committee for the car award. That is to tell you, Eunice has stamped her mark on the ground of Warri. She has taken some large chunk and portion. How? Through consistency, resilience, and determination. She never said, oh, I could recall that time where she left. She was alone because everybody in the team almost, left her. While Ima left, she was alone. She never gave up. She was doing her stockings gradually. Then her back orders was the order of the day for her. She's a stockist without products. She was frustrated. She would call, Uncle, and I say, calm down, don't worry, it will be fine. That was actually the challenging time she passed through. She's not there yet. There is no doubt about that. She is still in the process. She's not there yet, but she has hope. And her hope is what is keeping her going. She has expectation. She has goals, which is directing the process for her. So you can learn from her story that you don't need to be a star director before you can be passionate. You don't need to be a Diamond 7 before you can make things to happen in your own small way. Right now, if anybody mention Warri, Eunice, Warri, Eunice, Warri, Eunice, anything about Longrich Warri, we push it to Eunice. And she is on ground. When we send people to go and do seminar with her, look at the kind of, Okwemu will tell you, Bishop, the kind of banga soup and starch she gave to them to welcome them. Even Igbo man from Owerri was eating starch and banga soup. That is to tell you how powerful she can be. So we are planning for Warri again because she has opened the door that, yes, she's ready. And after our celebration for our car award and trip and all the rest, definitely we will be going further to see that we prepare her for Diamond 7 and Star Director, just like the way Ima went through. She's just going through the process now, and she's enjoying the process. And anybody that is enjoying the process, definitely, she will definitely get to the uncrowded top. So let us all begin to plan how to build team in Warri, because we are going to storm Warri just the way we storm Port Harcourt. For Port Harcourt people, Port Harcourt team members that are here, you don't need anybody to tell you that what happened yesterday was a complete domination of CIG team in the hall. People were asking, is it the Longrich uniform in Port Harcourt that they are wearing? Well, who knows the answer can answer that person. But all we know is that CIG was on ground yesterday to ensure that our leaders that are being celebrated in Port Harcourt were well celebrated beyond the imagination of Port Harcourt residents. I thank Port Harcourt leaders. I thank Port Harcourt team members. The members are so much. There are many now. We started from nowhere, and today we have done something reasonable in Port Harcourt. Our next celebration in Port Harcourt is for us to go and celebrate star directors. Now, in Warri, we are not going to let Eunice know that, yes, we are behind her, and CIG, when we say something, we keep to our words. We don't miss it. God willing, we will go to that same Warri and completely put our banner in the entrance of that town that welcome to CIG town, Longrich World. So, Eunice, we say thank you for this wonderful presentation. Thank you for inspiring so many people out there. Thank you for touching the hearts of many husbands that has been blocking their wives not to move further. You have just made them realize that, yes, you can do it. Yes, they can stand by the side and still give their wives all the support they need. So don't worry, we are behind you, and thank you for not throwing in the towel. You know, now you've not thrown in the towel. That has helped us to bet teams as much as we can bet in the... Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah, we're still hearing you.
Okay, so you will help us more to bet more team members in that town called Warri. So don't despise us, don't drive us away, don't deny us when we come. All CIG team members, please build team with Eunice presence in Warri. It makes things easy. From Warri, we can now move into Aigbedion because we have one firebrand, Edna, that is in Aigbedion. From Aigbedion, we move to Ugele. From Ugele, we have to enter Isoko, enter my village, and from there, we keep covering the whole of the Delta state. Also, you will begin to use your influence to rub off on Benin a little so that we can take over that Benin. Benin has been proving stubborn, but I can assure you, Linda, we are behind you. If we are coming, don't worry. We will from Warri enter Benin. Now, Abuja is on the 28th, Abuja Car Award is on the 28th of August this year, which means next upper week, Saturday, Abuja will come on live. We have 2 rank changers in Abuja from CIG. We have Diamond 4, 2 Diamond 4 in CIG in Abuja. But notwithstanding, we also have a lot of Diamond 2, Diamond 3, pre-Diamond. We are going to go there to make them understand that, yes, we are there to encourage them. Let them use that opportunity to bring in their VIP guests, to bring in those their prospects, for them to know that it is doable. For them to understand that this is not just a network marketing thing. This is a business investment. When you invest money somewhere, you don't need to be there to do buying and selling. It's a matter of investing money and keep doing what you are doing, and things will begin to happen for you. So team leads, prepare your team members, prepare your prospects for Abuja. We are also storming Abuja. It's very important. In this business, attending company events is part of team building. And if you are not doing that, if you are not thinking about that, then start thinking about it, because if you don't, it means you are not making the requisite sacrifice that is needed for growth. Next week, we shall be having another guest, a top leader in Longrich, one of the latest star director, not in CIG, will be in our midst next week. Our guest for next week is a star director in another team. She will be joining us here and coming to tears, headed many different networks, number one, and I will not mention the name. She's a new star director, but she's blowing very hot, very, very hot. Joined the business, I think, around 2018, and she's a star director now, and she's also betting almost how many Diamond 7, ready to leap into star director too. So she will just come and share with us how it has been so far with Longrich. So for those of you that always want to see the recordings, I don't like pushing people, but I will just say it casually. Go to the YouTube channel, watch that channel. We are not putting those things there because we want to make money. We are putting it there for record purpose, easy accessibility, rather than calling, where is the recording for this? You may be stuck somewhere. You need to access information. Just go in there, call your prospects, come and look at some of these stories. Hear stories of people that are traveling in the journey, not those that have even achieved. None of us have achieved anything. Because if Madam Titi is saying she has not achieved, is it me that has achieved? No, not yet. We are still going. We still need to do more. You know, so, and by God's grace, we are all happy at our different category. That is the beauty of this business. Nobody is taking anybody's glory. Nobody is stopping anybody. You cannot block anybody. You can only block yourself. That is how this business works. You cannot block anybody. You can only block yourself from progressing. Because if you stop, the others will overtake you. What a beautiful business. No upline can stop you. No upline can stop you. You are the only one that can stop yourself. So because you are the only one that can stop yourself, you know what to do if you still want to continue to be a better person and have a better future. At this junction, I want to say, whatever has a beginning will have an end for today. I want to give a big thank you to, first of all, our 2SD who went all the way to Port Harcourt with me and ensured, not only her, we have Kelechi from Warri, we have Ogeshi from Warri, we have Esther from Lagos, we have a couple of leaders from other states who came to grace the occasion. It was massive. It was a colorful event, I can say. I thank you all for the stress, the sacrifice, the commitment you put in to ensure that it went well. I want to thank our anchors for today, Simply Seton and Gloria Okay. They are doing wonderfully well. God knows at the appointed time, He will reward you accordingly. As for our guest, Eunice, we cannot say more than merci beaucoup. You have tried. And to the participants who have stayed till this moment, listening to all that have transpired for today, I believe we have all learned something. I want to say thank you for your consistency. I don't take it for granted. Your consistency will bet your results. In as much you don't quit, in as much you keep practicing, don't give up. In this business, you don't fail. This is the only institution you don't fail. You are allowed to repeat and repeat and repeat because failure is a course in this business. Failure is a course in this institution. When I say course, subject, you learn. So it is part of what you learn in this institution. So if you have not failed, if you have not been rejected, you have to private chat me so that I give you the cream where they call insult, and you now begin to enjoy the whole process. Thank you for your time and God bless you. Good night.